get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career.
And don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. Here we go. A lot of fans had their sights set on this particular matchup, and I think a lot of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community really curious to see if this guy can make a run at a UFC world title.
He excites them because he's a guy that has come to the UFC with that background and has excelled. He's getting better every single time he steps into the octagon. And you know what? He's a guy that specializes in grappling. So when you're on the ground, you're in trouble. He knows that. He's comfortable there. He recognizes that if he can get you to the floor, you are in a heap of trouble. Let's see how he plans to do that tonight.
And he certainly was quick to acknowledge all the power and the skill on the other side, but this man has a composure and a maturity that belies his years, and we're excited to see him compete in a big setting here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Renato Moicano.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready? Let's do it.
Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. If you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight you get to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark on the sport. He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Moicano. Nice kick to the midsection.
Look at the foot action that comes from him throwing that kick.
2 minutes have gone by here in round one. Wow, what a kick! Oh, is he putting it all together tonight? Another huge kick lands. Moicano's going for an arm here.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep.
Submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Pimblett's in half guard.
Let's advance to side control now.
drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Oh.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
He passed the half guard.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life.
Setting up an arm lock now. Oh, that's tight.
Oh, that was in trouble.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Round one winding down here. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
know when to fold him. Yep, absolutely.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun shy.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening. Oh, he's stunned bad. He's got to grab it. He's got to recover. Oh, my goodness.
Trying to hammer that lead leg.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Working off the jab, it's good. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Well, he's not a one-legged fighter yet, but that calf started to show some signs of bruising.
If he takes many more, he's not going to be able to move.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now.
Great job blocking that shot.
Just misses with the jab there. Strike lands clean. Under a minute to go. Well, at times he's tried to check kicks, but he has not been effective in doing so, and now he's starting to limp a little bit.
He's starting to limp from those leg kicks. He's showing that it's hurting. That's a big sign when you watch a fighter, because a fighter never really wants to give you anything, but he can't help himself.
Moicano going for the takedown here, but he misses. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the outfield. Even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Oh, big head kick there. All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots up top. He's got to move his head right away. He's waiting, being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
That hook was bad.
Well, missed on that one. Just over 3 minutes to go now. This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man. In the half guard.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Now working the body with the elbow.
He passes the half.
Pimblett's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, so now his body language really starting to change and the bruises starting to accumulate on that side.
I mean, you're looking at it, right? When you can visibly see the damage on the body, you know that the work has been done. What a beautiful game plan put together by this team.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
10 seconds to go in the round. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh! Paddy Pimblett going for the takedown. He misses. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this fight.
Yeah, both. Oh!
neither one as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent.
That's a good one. Back and forth, these two guys are trading huge shots. Both of these gentlemen are putting it on the line.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the Goulds. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to fulfill everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Moicano gets back up here. Now a takedown attempt. It is not there, and not a ton behind it.
Nice block.
He's looking to land the right, just out of range. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Under a minute now to go. Gets to the single collar tie now.
Body shot.
Just a nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's hard to reach.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Oh, huge kick to the leg.
It's a right hand.
Saved by the bell. That's the end of the round. You heard the horn, and it came just as he was stunned by a huge shot right before the end of the round. So, saved by the bell. Back to the stool, 60 seconds with which to recover. We'll see if his corner can keep his head in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Well, an appreciative capacity crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. That previous round, I mean, get the bonus checks ready.
It's done. These guys are taking home the $50,000. They laid it all on the line. They dropped a quarter in the middle of the octagon, and they said, let's go. What a round.
Well, just as he did the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Push kick there to the body. Oh, he's in real trouble now. Looking to land the leg kick now. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
All right, late in the fight now, DC. The submission specialist clearly is going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard.
He's hurt bad.
Unable to land with that punch. Well, at this point, it seems as though it is toughness that is carrying him through. His thigh is mangled. I'm not sure how much he can take.
He won't be able to take much more, J.A. This fight's pretty much over. I understand that he's going to switch his stance.
That's the biggest fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing.
Oh, another crushing leg kick. Man, that one left.
He is throwing his hip into every one of these kicks, and it is taking
This could do it.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish.
Right back.
He passes to half guard.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Final 10 seconds of the fight.
Fight back! Fight back!
A lot of top pressure being applied here. And there is the final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. All right, so a close competitive fight throughout. It goes the distance. Maybe a slight striking edge on one side, and perhaps that'll be enough for him to get the win.
I mean, he's got to hope, right? He's got to hope that what he did, those exchanges where he came out in front, was enough to earn him the victory. This was a very, very close fight, and I'm interested to see who gets the decision.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Paddy Pimblett!
All right, so there it is. 2 of the 3 judges saw it his way. He gets it done by split decision. You've never won a split decision in your career.
Oh, I've won a split decision. Alexander Gustafsson, and while I went to a split decision. Right after the first scorecard was read in his way, I almost panicked because I was like, oh my goodness, it's over. So I understand exactly what these 2 guys are feeling when they went to the center of the octagon.